What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to Heaven Spike's Man Cave. We're gonna be doing the Good World Records repository. We're gonna be going over the entire event story. Yeah, and don't be surprised if we're doing this on the day after the final day of the event, because we still haven't gotten our internet issue taken care of around here. I'm still trying to get that all sorted out. It's either they get their act together, I mean the ISP get their act together, or we switch to a different one. And that's the reason I haven't been able to make videos, let alone go live this past couple of weeks. But yeah, speaking of going live, if you want to be able to catch my streams, it's at twitch.tv/HeavenSpike, HEAVNSP, 3-letter I's, KE. So yeah, let's do Good World. This is the event story featuring the newest NIKKE from the Veiled Order squad. Her name is Snow Crane. I am not sure if she is or if she has come out in the China version, China server prior to her release for global. But yeah, I'm excited to I'm curious to know what her story is, because you know, we unlike previous filler story events, we had like Enter Heaven, which followed the story of EH, whom we already know from previous chapters in the main story. This time we're gonna be looking at Snow Cranes, and yeah, I've already done every single stage here, both normal and hard mode. So let's go to the records repository. Let's do this. We're bringing you breaking news of a historic event unlike anything in the Ark's history. The Counters have successfully reclaimed part of the surface, something Ark citizens have dreamed of for years. Since the Ark was founded, has any commander ever achieved something like this? And on your screen now is the Reclamation Site 01, a forward base established by the central government. Oh my. They actually reclaimed part of the surface. That's wonderful. Truly wonderful. Goodness. Which sweet child did something so amazing? I'm already getting a motherly vibe from this woman. As early as now. Looks like she's gonna be an awesome character. The central government has officially designated the newly reclaimed surface area as Reclamation Site 01 and has highly commended the commander responsible for the operation. The TV screen shows the Counters and their commander, with Heaven Spike's name and face displayed for all to see. The Counters and Heaven Spike. That name sounds familiar. The woman stares intently at the TV screen. Just as I thought. I can tell just by looking at you. My, you've grown up so well. She knows about us? Well, interesting. But yeah, it's good to see that she's happy about it. To think you've come this far, how wonderful. If that child has grown this much, then quite a lot of time must have passed. Time. Yes, time. Her eyes fall on the stack of old documents at the center of the desk. I see. So it's finally time. I didn't realize so much time had passed. It looks like I finally get to go outside again. It's been a while. I wonder how much the arc has changed over that time. Oh, is she kind of like labeled too? I'm really looking forward to it. Alright, let's change to the main screen. Because this is bizarre. I can't let you guys just watch it off of the just chatting scenes projector screen. Sorry about that. Alright, that was just the prologue anyway, so this is where the meat of the steak starts. One day I'm told there's an issue with my mission report. So I spend the entire night revising it, and by the time I finally step outside, it's morning. Man, I need to lie down. I flop onto the bench right in front of me. Even if I head back now, someone just come look for me anyway. Might as well stay here a little longer. I look up at the sky. Sunlight pours down from the dome of eternity, soft and warm. Nice weather. Well, we all know it's fake. And yeah, for those of you who are unacquainted, yeah, we're in the arc. And yeah, I suggest you guys play the game if you haven't already, and you will know what I mean by fake when I say fake weather. Maybe I'll take a quick nap. I close my eyes. Aye, falling asleep out here. The sun's nice, but there's still a breeze. You'll catch a cold at this rate. Who's that? Oh, that's her. Alright, let's have you stand up for a moment, okay? So sleepy. Hey now, you shouldn't go falling asleep in a place like this. You might get hurt. Save that for when you're home, okay? There we go. Open those eyes nice and wide, and let's have a good stretch. Bro, she looks after us so much. She sounds and seems so hospitable. Too bright. It's too bright. I wince and shut my eyes again. Is it too bright for you? For a second, it feels like the light above me disappears. Nice and shady. Do you like it? What should I do with you? You look exhausted. Or you'll catch a cold if I leave you like this. Something soft brushes over my eyes like cloth. Well, it can't be helped. I'll go get you a blanket, so just wait here for a little while, okay? It's fine. I hear someone walking away. I want to see who it is, but the drowsiness hits me hard and I drift off. Dude, we are so wasted. How long has it been? I don't know, but I just want to sleep a little longer. But it's cold. Even so, I just want to sleep a little longer. Wah! A siren-like wail jolts me awake. What the? Jesus Christ. Who did that? Kron! Dude. Welcome in. How's it going? Yeah, Redeems are back finally after being gone for, I don't know, 2-3 months. Yeah, thanks for testing. And yeah, we are recording for YouTube, so say hi if you want. I sit up and something falls from my head. Oops. Looking down, I see a white handkerchief with a crane embroidered on it. A handkerchief? Wow! I'm not going! I'm not going! I turn toward the sound. Oh, it's Miranda. To find a crowd gathered around someone. I'm not going! I don't wanna! Please calm down, okay? Miranda? Alright. Well, that was quite the disturbance. We were very much asleep. Oh, there she is again. Wow! I'm not going. I don't want to go. I don't want to. Wow! Please calm down. If you keep crying like that, you'll make yourself sick. No. Wow! My friend's gone. I can't go without him. I don't want to go. Your friend's missing too? What do we do? Then we've got to find your friend too. Miranda? Commander! What's going on? I found a lost child and was supposed to escort her to her parents at the station. But she says she can't leave because her friend is missing. She's been crying non-stop and I'm worried she might get dehydrated. And I'm not sure how to find her friend here, so I'm a bit stuck. I see. It's okay if you can't find him. Miss Snow said she'd find my friend. Snow? She talking about Snow Crane? Because there's no way Snow White's gonna be here. This is the Ark. Yeah. Miss Snow promised she'd find my friend, so I have to wait here. Is that so? You don't even know where my friend is. I'm sorry. But when's Miss Snow getting here? I don't know. Oh, I see. How long has it been since she went to look for your friend? I don't know. I ate all my ice cream and waited, but she didn't come. I mean, she must have just forgotten. No. She said you're supposed to keep your promises, and she said she'd keep hers. Hold on. Don't tell me Miss Snow got lost too. You really think so? There have been loads of lost kids lately. Then what do we do? If Miss Snow got lost too, did I get her in trouble? I'll go look for her right away. Commander, please look after this little girl. Oh God. Miranda, calm down. Huh? I'll go look for her. You stay here and watch the girl. You're gonna go look for her, Commander. Maybe I should... Shouldn't you let Polly know you're running late first? that's right. Polly told me to call her if anything happened. I almost forgot. Alright, I'll be right back. So be a good girl and listen to the nice officer, okay? Are you gonna go look for Miss Snow? Yeah, I am. I'll go find Miss White and come right. This has got to be a translation error, because there's no way she's talking about Snow White. It's definitely Snow Crane that she's referring to. So promise me you'll stay with the officer and not cry, okay? Okay, I promise. Alright, I'll go look for her. Oh my, is there someone else we need to find? I turn around, there she is, a woman in white with hair to match. Then I'll go take care of it right away. Could you tell me what they look like? Are you Miss Snow by any chance? Yo, no talking now. We're finally doing this. Say hi to YouTube if you want. Because we're recording for YouTube as well. Miss Snow! Okay, I knew it. The part where she said Miss White earlier was just a translation error. Bought your own eyes? No. I just gave the ISP a call and berated them earlier today. I wasn't intending on doing it, but there just wasn't any other way. Berate daily. I mean, I don't want to have to do that personally, because it's just a waste of energy, and you know, it's mentally taxing as well. I might as well just go straight to our own version of the FTC if this continues. Because you know what sucks about the internet where I live? We keep running into these kinds of interruptions, and yet they don't give us any service credit. So yeah, that fact alone should be grounds for someone like me to, you know, be able to file a complaint via NTC, or what we call National Telecommunications Commission. Okay, back to the story. Ah, so that's what you've been calling me, sweetie. That's right. I'm Snow Crane, the Miss Snow this little one mentioned. Yeah. Snow Crane seems really nice so far. I'm interested to know more about her. I'm sorry, you've been waiting a while, haven't you? So, ta-da! Snow Crane holds out a brown teddy bear with a pink ribbon to the little girl. Where'd she get that? Wow. I brought a cuddly little friend with me. Teddy! She takes the teddy bear, cradling it in her arms. Wait, don't tell me your friend is a teddy bear? Yep. Oh my goodness, I thought it was a boy, like an actual boy. So it's a stuffed toy. But you said he's your friend. Teddy is my friend. I see. Good thing we didn't report her missing. That would have been a mess. Now then, who else do we still need to find? We were just about to go look for you, Miss Snow. Oh my, really? Yeah, we were starting to think you got lost or something. I see. I'm sorry, dear. It's been a while since I've been up in the Ark, so I got a little lost along the way. I hope I didn't keep you waiting too long. Oh, you like this event? Nice little intermezzo. Yeah, it's starting to shape up like it. And yeah, Snow Crane here, she has quite the motherly vibe to her. It's been a while. Yeah, this part where she said that it's been a while since she was up in the Ark kinda tells me that her job is no different than labels. Like they're holed up somewhere, expected to take ages before they come back up, because it's what their job requires them to do. You know what I mean? Oh, well then, since it looks like her friend's been found safe and sound, we'll be heading off now. Thank you for your cooperation, Commander. Anytime. I'll leave the rest to you, Miranda. Bye-bye, Miss Snow. Bye-bye, Mister. You take care now, little one. Oh, that smile, though. Oh my. I didn't think it would take me this long to find her toy. Thank you for comforting the little one. I'm not great with kids, so thanks for stepping in. You're really good with them. I like children. They're so pure. And I like kind people like you too. The kind who help others out of genuine kindness. I wouldn't go as far as calling myself a good person. Now then. Snow Crane stares straight at me. Oh, why are you staring at me like that? I'm glad you're awake now. I was gonna bring you a blanket, but it's been a while since I've been up here. The Ark's changed quite a bit, hasn't it? I ran into a little trouble and couldn't get one. I'm sorry, you must have been cold. Wait, is this yours? I hold up the handkerchief with the crane embroidered on it. Oh my, it is. Thank you for bringing it back to me. That was very kind of you, friend. I could never throw this away. Thanks for covering me earlier. The sun was really bright. Oh, it's nothing really. Snow Crane reaches out and takes the handkerchief. You probably heard earlier, but I'm Snow Crane. And your name's Heavenspike, right? You know me? Oh, absolutely. I see you on TV all the time. The hero who reclaimed part of the surface. Reclamation Site 01, isn't that right? Oh, so that's what was on TV. Of course. It's only natural people would want to praise you. You did something everyone's dreamed of for so long and no one else ever managed it. So when you think about it... Snow Crane just stares intently at me. What's wrong? It might be a little tricky otherwise. So could you lower your head just a bit for me? Why? What's up with my head and why would you want me to lower it down for you? Lower my head? Yes, just a tiny bit will do. I do as Snow Crane says and lower my head. What's she doing? That's it. Good. She looks gorgeous though, chat. God damn. Hold on. Let me take a screenshot. Here we go. Snow Crane lifts a hand and starts gently patting my head. Reclaiming even part of the surface is such an incredible thing. And you did something so kind that no one else could. You're amazing. I'm so proud of you. You did really, really well. See, that only further strengthens the motherly vibe that I'm getting off of her. That's enough praise for now. Snow Crane lets her hand fall. Thank you for humoring me and lowering your head. I've been wanting to do this ever since I saw you on the news, and now I finally get to. Right. Oh my, I'm so sorry. That must have taken you by surprise. I didn't make you uncomfortable, did I? No, not really. It just made me feel like a kid again. Oh my. We're dropping frames again, chat. But that's fine. We have the recording up, so you can just simply disregard the bitrate counter that's working like a ticker on screen. Yeah, that's one of the latest additions that we have to for the stream right now. And I put that together because of the internet situation that I have where I live. But yeah, if you're gonna be watching this off of YouTube, that's not gonna mean jack. It just made me feel like a kid again. I'm sorry. I was just so surprised to see how much you've grown. It made me so proud. See, this is what I'm curious to know. Like, she's been saying something like, you know, it sounds like she's been keeping tabs on us since we're a wee little kid. I couldn't help but pat your head. It's a little embarrassing is all. I'm a grown man after all. Wait. Something about that didn't sound right. No need to be embarrassed. Even grown-ups deserve lots of praise when they've done a good job. Hang on, what did you just say? I just meant even grown-ups deserve a little praise too. Did that come out strange? That's not quite it. Oh dear. Now it's not the time for that. You know what time it is? I pull out my phone and check the time. It's 11:20 a.m. Oh dear. I might be late if I don't hurry. I should get going now. It was really lovely meeting you today, friend. Oh, okay. Snow Crane rushes toward the park entrance, then halts abruptly and looks around for a while. Huh? And now she's heading this way again. What is happening? Excuse me, friend. I'm really sorry to bother you. Do you happen to know where the train station is? I can't seem to find a map anywhere. A map? I guess people don't really use maps anymore these days. You all know your way around so well. That's so clever of you. Why don't you just check the map on your phone? Yeah. Oh. Phones have maps now. Snow Crane fishes her phone out of her pocket. On something this tiny. How does that even work? I'll take you there. Yeah, that really tells me that she's been underground for so long, dude. To the point that she's kind of lived just like Label. Like in seclusion. Oh my. So this is the station? If I'd come by myself, I might have wandered around forever. Goodness, the roads have gotten so complicated, haven't they? You're very good at finding your way, aren't you? How impressive. Thank you for bringing me here, friend. You're welcome. The thing is, Snow Crane looks up at the departure board, eyes moving over the train schedules. There's so many trains running. Which one should I take to get there? Where are you heading? I think it's somewhere along Royal Road. The place is called Under Grace, I think. Do you happen to have the address? Oh, of course. I'm sure I wrote it down somewhere. Let me check. Snow Crane pulls out a small notebook. Ah, there it is. Here you go. Can I take a look? Inside the notebook are 3 addresses. Snow Crane points to the first one. Looks like you're heading to the department store on Royal Road. Just catch a train to Royal Road from platform 1. Oh my. You really do know everything, don't you? Anyone could figure that out. Bro, he's so precious. What a smart boy. Snow Crane gently pats my back. You're treating me like a kid again. Oh no, the commander doesn't seem to be okay with it. That deserves some praise, you know. Thank you so much for helping me. I'll see you again soon, okay? Snow Crane walks briskly forward. Should I really just let Snow Crane go without asking anything? Yeah, we should at least ask for a number. I look toward where Snow Crane went. Once again, Snow Crane looks around and starts walking back toward me. Oh my. Yeah, she's not gonna be able to make it to her destination alone. That much I'm sure of. Oh dear, this isn't good. What is it this time? I can't seem to find where to buy a ticket. Huh? I need one, but I'm not sure where to go. Would you happen to know, friend? The AZX is free to use in the Ark. It's part of the social welfare program. Oh my, really? I had no idea they offered benefits like that. The Ark's come such a long way, hasn't it? So so I just need to go to the platform and get on? Yeah, that's right. You okay going on your own? I'm not completely sure, but if I ask around as I go, I'm sure I'll manage. I'll take you there. I knew that was gonna happen. Really? But you're usually so busy. Yeah, I'm free today, so it's fine. But if I can't go with you, I'll at least walk you part of the way. Not at all. It's perfectly fine if you come with me. I'm just meeting someone to pass along a letter, that's all. I'm sure they won't mind you being there either. They're all kind people. I just feel a little bad because you've done so much for me. You even walked me all the way here. When you see someone who's lost, it's only natural to... Friend, nothing in this world is ever only natural. In the end, it all comes down to the choices we make. Oh. Dude. Dude, that's deep. She might be onto something. Alright, how about this? When I'm done with everything for today, I'll grant you one wish in return for your help as long as it's within my power. A wish? That's alright, it doesn't have to be today. I'll take care of the agreement. I don't think that's necessary. Oh my. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to come across so strongly. Managing agreements is just part of what I do. So you manage agreements. Then shall we make it a promise instead? We'll still need to keep it just like an agreement, but it won't feel quite so heavy. If I hadn't heard that, I probably would have turned it down. I was just so surprised to see how much you've grown. It made me so... Ooh, that hit us again. I couldn't help but pat your head. Yeah, she really knows something about our childhood. That much is for sure. She said she was surprised at how much I've grown. That means she knows about my past. If that's the case, I have to ask her. She might know about the parts of my childhood I can't remember. And the project I'm tied to. Well, we may be getting some lore here after all, chat. What do you guys think? Is something bothering you? Does even making a promise feel like too much right now? No, let's make a promise. I've got something I want to ask you too. Oh my, is that so? That works out nicely. Then, let's make a promise. When this is over, I'll grant you one wish, friend. Okay, I'll hold you to that.
In grief, in love, every day has a scent of its own. I want to breathe in the air of it all.
Alrighty. Okay, it looks like our bitrate is finally recovering. Yeah. Salem just sent a message. So yeah, that's basically how the Extreme Health Engine, as I call it, bricks. And I'm super happy that Salem is able to integrate with it. Really awesome. How beautiful. Wait, she said something prior to that. So this is the department store. How beautiful. Oh my. What a big space. And it's all shops? How nice. Oh goodness, look at those clothes. They put them out for everyone to see. Oh, friend, come take a look. They're selling flowers. I wonder if they're real. Hey, relax. Commander, you gotta give her some... You gotta cut her some slack, okay? It's normal for her to be this excited. She hasn't been up in the art for so long, as she said. I got a bit carried away. Is this your first time in a department store? Yes, when I first came to the Ark, I don't remember seeing buildings like these. Most of the larger ones were connected to the central government. But perhaps that's not quite fair of me to say. Back then, I was always traveling for agreements, so I never really had the chance to look around. That might be why I simply never noticed them. And when I first arrived, the war was still ongoing, so everything felt very different from how it does now. Well, yeah, you could say that it's a little more peaceful right now, but yeah, I hate to break it to you, Snow Crane, but the war ain't over yet. That much I'm gonna say. So I think that's why I find it all rather fascinating. Snow Crane watches people spill out of the store, their moods written plain on their faces. Some look pleased with their purchases, while others mutter under their breath, clearly dissatisfied. My, it's changed so much. Just watching them makes me happy. Chat, look at that cheerful face. She looks so good. What's the name of the place we're going again? Oh, it's called Under Grace. I think it's a cafe. Just a sec. I tried searching for it online. Found it. Looks like it's on B1. Let's head down. Oh my. You found it already. How reassuring. I'll trust you and follow your lead. I think this is it. You're right. It's Under Grace. You really are good at finding your way around. That's impressive. Thanks for the compliment. But you sure it's okay if I go in with you? I can just wait outside. It's fine, really. I told you earlier, didn't I? I'm just here to deliver a letter. The people receiving it won't mind at all. And the signatory said there's no need to keep it secret. So there's nothing to worry about. Maybe she's the commander's mom? Could be. A signatory? So you're doing this because of an agreement? Yes, that's right. I'm just fulfilling a request from an agreement made a long time ago. I'm a little worried you might get bored while I deliver the letter. Will you be alright? I'll be fine. Looks like everything's alright now. Let's head inside, shall we? Sure. We step into the cafe. The warm scent of coffee fills the air. Wow, the coffee smells lovely. Yeah, it really does. Thank you for the compliment. Hearing that from young folks really brightens my day. The menu's right over here, so take your time and have a look before ordering. Snow Crane stares intently at the woman. Can I help you? Are you Sarah by any chance? Pardon? Yes, that's me, but who are you? I believe this is the first time we've met in person. My name is Snow Crane. Miss Snow Crane? Yes, that's right. It's a pleasure to meet you, my friend. I've come to deliver a letter on behalf of you know who, as per our agreement. You know who? So, she said it's not that much of a secret, but there's still a bit of confidentiality behind this conversation. Okay, maybe they'll spill some more beans. Let's continue. Okay. On to the next episode. Alright, we're in the green. We're back in the green again. I'm really sorry about that, chat. You guys may refresh your browsers if you're watching on Twitch. Or maybe pause and unpause. Yeah, the stream on Twitch is finally caught up. Really sorry about that. It's just, you know, internet things. It happens from time to time. With the soft clink. Oh, Voldemort. you know who. He whose name shall not be mentioned. Sarah sets 2 cups of hot coffee on the table. Oh wow, thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it. Don't mention it. Since you're with Miss Snow Crane, it's only natural that I take care of you. Sarah slides in and sits down across the table. We've only ever communicated through letters, so this is our first time meeting in person. I hope I didn't surprise you too much by dropping in so suddenly. Oh, don't worry about it. I had a feeling it was about time, so if anything, I was just surprised that I was actually right. Speaking of surprises though, shouldn't you be more surprised at how young I look? Oh my, yes. We've been exchanging letters for decades. I never imagined you would look so young. I started using Evergreen earlier than most of my friends, and I've kept it up ever since. And yeah, for the unacquainted, the Evergreen that she's talking about here, it's like a wonder drug, like an anti-aging wonder drug of some sort. which could like help you live through your 120s, like probably even 200 years old. You can live up to that age. At least that's how I understand how evergreen works. Yeah, because in this setting, a lot of diseases have already been deemed curable and preventable. There's already a drug that, you know, slows down aging drastically, and that's evergreen. And we also have superfood, which is crucial. We call that splendamine. And yeah, the reason it's crucial is because the Ark is an underground shelter, like 100 kilometers underground. For several decades. Oh dear, I'm sorry. I started talking before making proper introductions. This is Sarah. She's affiliated with a foundation run by one of my signatories. A foundation? Yes. I was only a child when everyone migrated to the Ark and I came alone without my parents. The foundation supported me until I became an adult. In return, I entered into an agreement with Miss Snowcrane here, who oversees the foundation on behalf of another, to write to her each year about the changes in the Ark. Okay. You've been around since the Ark migration. That means you must be... It's not very nice to ask a lady her age, so let's keep our guesses to ourselves, okay? Okay, fair point. Fair point. Ooh, we have an ad break kicking in any moment now, so I'm gonna use that opportunity to take a sip and do some stretches. You guys do the same, okay? Okay. Handbrake's over. Let's continue. So the last thing she said was, let's keep our guesses to ourselves. Sure. Oh, right. I mean, I would approach this. I would have approached this differently. Like, I would do it jokingly. If they had been exchanging letters for several decades, and Sarah was a little girl when she migrated to the Ark without her parents, I would say it like, so you must be like 30 years old now. something ridiculously off, but you know, hilarious at the same time, just to, you know, make light of the conversation. That's what I usually do, and most of the time it works. Anyway, that's why you asked if she was surprised by how young you look. Exactly. We never actually met in person, just exchanged letters. But I suppose that ends today. Yes. Now that the contract has ended, I wanted to see you in person and deliver this letter that was left for you. Snow Crane hands Sarah a letter. I see. So this is a letter from them. Who is them? Sarah gingerly accepts the letter. Wait. I'm not a native speaker, so I'm gonna look up and see what that means. Oh, in a careful or cautious manner. All right. That's what gingerly means. If you don't mind, may I read it first? Why, of course. Sarah lifts her trembling hands and carefully opens the letter. Then she buries her face in her hands and begins to cry. What's going on? I reach for a tissue to hand her, but Snow Crane gently strokes my back and shakes her head. Why? She starts drinking her coffee without a word. I really wanted to meet you just once, but in the end, I never got to. Who is she referring to? I sip my coffee in silence, listening to Sarah cry. Her sobs are full of longing, gratitude, and sorrow. A little while later, thank you both for waiting. Goodness, I can't remember the last time I cried like this. To think it'd make such a scene at my age in front of someone younger too. I'm sorry. No, not at all. There's nothing to be ashamed of. It's only natural to cry when you're hurting. Wait, didn't she just say earlier that nothing is ever only natural? So she's kind of contradicting herself now, isn't she? Thank you, Miss Snow Crane, for waiting so patiently and for bringing me this letter. I suppose I won't be writing those yearly letters anymore. It's going to feel a little lonelier now. No, I should be the one thanking you. When I think about those yearly letters no longer coming, it does feel a little lonely, doesn't it? You've worked so hard all this time. Likewise, Miss Snow Crane. Now then, I'll proceed with closing out the agreement. Sarah, as agreed, I have one final question. Okay, this might give us more answers. In your opinion, do you feel the Ark has become a better place than it was before? Would you like me to be honest? Yes, that's what they asked of me. No. The methods have changed, but things haven't improved in the slightest. Yeah, this is no ordinary filler event story. This is making me. This is putting my brain in the ringer. This made me. It's making me think so hard. Of course, people's lives are far better than they used to be. I mean, even someone like me, a former war orphan, now runs a cafe on Royal Road. And thanks to Evergreen, I've been able to keep this youthful appearance. But people's hearts are still sick. If anything, they've just grown worse in a different way. It's not? Really? I'm starting to realize that now. They've grown so used to peace in the Ark that they've forgotten the war is still raging on the surface. Yeah. That's what I was saying earlier when Snow Crane mentioned that that the war has kind of been over. Forgotten who made that peace possible in the first place. And now we even have a ridiculous term like nikkephobe. Yes, thanks to Pretty, Tetraline, and And those well-known squads. NIKKE rights have improved beyond recognition since the Second Surface Reclamation War. This woman sure knows her history. And yet whenever something happens in the Ark, people are still quick to pin the blame on the NIKKEs. Peace has become a given, and with that they've grown complacent, ungrateful. Just like so many who once belonged to our foundation. Never satisfied with the support they were given, foolish enough to try taking the Foundation's money, only to end up facing your judgment. Face your judgment. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry for being so negative at our last meeting. but I really don't think society has improved at all. That's just how I see it. Thank you. I've listened carefully to everything you shared, and I appreciate you seeing this through to the very end. I hope your days ahead are filled with peace. Thank you for everything, Miss Snow Crane. Okay, but that still doesn't answer a lot of our questions. Like, what is this? What is, number one, what is this foundation that Sarah speaks of? Second, who did Snow Crane deliver that letter in behalf of?
A swing to swing on with every turn in all the seasons. Isn't it wonderful? I water and harvest of ours.
Snow Crane uses sniper rifle. I'm guessing that kind of judgment. Maybe?
Whispers in quiet grace. Portrait.
We leave the cafe and head to a hospital in the downtown area to meet the person the second letter is meant for. Thanks to you, I made it to the hospital without getting lost. I'm really glad you're with me. So the second letter is for a patient, right? You know what this smile reminds me of? Whenever she makes this face, she kind of reminds me of Emma. Like tactical Emma. Yes, I heard Oliver's been in the hospital for about a year now. I see. Now, friend. Yeah? Yeah, both are mommy coded. Yep. You've been acting a little off since earlier. Is something bothering you? You can't even look me in the eye. You weren't like this at the start, were you? From what I heard earlier, I think I have a rough idea of how old you might be. So now I'm not sure if I should be speaking this casually. Oh my goodness. Is that what's been bothering you? Aw, you're adorable. I mean, how could it not? Someone from back when the Ark was sealed is calling you Miss. It's just a nickname for some friends from the Foundation came up with. It's just a nickname some friends from the Foundation came up with. I don't really pay attention to things like age, so please just treat me like you always have. Honestly, I'd be happier if you didn't worry about things like that. Okay. I mean, I'll try to keep things more casual. Uh-oh. Emergency patient coming through. Clear the way. I quickly step back. The sharp rattle of wheels cuts through the air. A gurney bursts in, pushed by emergency personnel. And NIKKE lies on it, her arms and legs missing. Shit. Two mass-produced NIKKEs follow close behind. Stay with us. You can't die like this. Looks like there's been an accident. I suppose so. Snow Crane slowly looks around the hospital. A patient in a hospital gown sits with a downcast expression, a companion beside them quietly holding their hand. Nearby, someone waits their turn fear written plainly across their face. Another sits hunched over, their face twisted in pain. All around, people sit with worry heavy on their faces. Yeah, definitely not a good sight. Are you alright? Of course. I've seen things like this many times before. But ever since Evergreen was developed, people have been living far longer than anyone ever expected. And medicine has advanced just as much. And yet, humans, and NIKKEs too, they still fall ill without warning. Oh, really? They still get caught in accidents. They still grieve and suffer. Well, accidents, yeah, that I can understand. But I was under the impression that they were not supposed to fall ill without warning. Like, they cannot get sick without any symptoms whatsoever. Like, no sudden medical emergencies outside of those caused by accidents. Because that was the medical industry of this setting's claim. Like, medicine has had so much advancement that even cancer or any kind of disease is either curable or preventable, to the point where people no longer need to worry about getting sick. And yet here we are, witnessing this, witnessing the misery these people have to go through. Even after all this time, that hasn't changed. That makes me a little sad. Oh dear. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make things so serious. We submitted a visitation request a while ago, but it looks like it's taking a little longer than expected. You're right. I'll go check. Who's here to see Mr. Oliver? Yes, that's us. Please come this way. The nurse leads us into a hospital room. And there... Oh God. Oh my. Are we visiting someone who's in a coma? An elderly man lies there, kept alive by a web of machines and tubes. Shit. It's nice to meet you, Oliver. I'm Snow Crane. Welcome, Miss Snow Crane. I've been waiting. I'm sorry. I wish I could have received you in better health. Oh, not at all. This is more than enough. Thank you for waiting. You're here to tell me it's ended, aren't you? That's right. The contract has ended, so I wanted to see you in person and deliver this letter from you-know-who. Snow Crane hands Oliver the letter. A letter. Oliver slowly lifts the arm with the IV still in it and carefully takes the letter. He opens it and reads in silence. Not long after, he folds the letter with care and sets it on the blanket. I see. So they won't be coming after all. Yes. And you still can't tell us why. That's right. I see. What a pity. Now then, I'll proceed with closing out the agreement. Oliver, as agreed, I have one final question. In your opinion, do you feel the Ark has become a better place than it was before? A better place? Yes, I think it has. Okay, that's a different answer. There was a time when I thought the Ark was flawed, an unjust place. But as I grew older and fell ill, I suppose I started to see things differently. I lost my entire family to the raptors on the surface. But I was able to build a new one and keep going. The reason I've been able to live such a long life is because of the people in the Ark, the Foundation included. Bro, I'm dying to know what this Foundation does. I want to know more about it. Even now, as I lie here sick, it's no different. Thanks to the help of so many and the devotion of my children, I was able to see you, Miss Snowcrane, and bring this agreement to a close. So, in a place where many good people live, I believe it has become a better world than it once was. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. I know that couldn't have been easy, so I really appreciate you taking the time to tell me. No, it's just something I had to do. Perfect all-man voice. I try, man. Appreciate it. I'm just glad I could see the agreement through before things got worse. Now, I think I can go without any regrets. Thank you for all your hard work, Oliver. Miss Snowcrane, could I ask one last favor? Why, of course. If by any chance you meet them, please tell them I'm grateful to them for letting me live as a human. Could you deliver that message for me? Yes, I'll be sure to pass it along. Dang. Okay. Yeah, she really plays a very interesting role in the arc. This new character, Snowcrane. But I don't want to jump to conclusions. I already have a vague idea of what her job is, essentially. Aside from the fact that, yeah, we know she's working with like agreements, contracts, and whatnot. But you know, just naming those as such doesn't really answer enough questions. Like, they raise more questions than they answer. Okay, for a beautiful ending, A is next. Oh, wrong category. Shit. Hold on. 1 second here. That work? Why didn't that work? Oh, crap. Okay, how about now? There we go. Sorry about that. And let us continue. So, where to next? Let's see. Our next stop is... Snow Crane opens her notebook. Suddenly my stomach growls loudly. Oh shit. Are we hungry or is it because of the coffee? Huh? What was that sound? Was that you, friend? Hey, don't look so surprised. It's kind of embarrassing. Oh dear, I didn't even notice. It's already past lunchtime. How could I let a growing boy go hungry like this? I'm really the worst. Okay, listen, I'm not a boy anymore. Don't treat me like a kid. First, you were patting my head. I mean, I appreciate the... I appreciate you being all motherly towards me and stuff, but... I think calling me a boy at this point is just a bit too much. But I'm not a kid anymore. This simply won't do. Yeah, I'm guessing she is. She can anyone anything. Even so, too. It's embarrassing. Let's go have lunch right now. Hey, no need to rush. Just take it easy. We can grab something quick on the way. Huh? Snacking instead of a real meal. That's not good for you, friend. You need to eat proper meals to stay healthy. Mm-hmm. Snow Crane grabs my hand and pulls me along. Come on, let's go get something to eat together right now. Fine, let's go. Great. Off we go. Huh? Why are you just standing there? Huh? I thought you'd already have somewhere in mind. I don't. Oh, I see. Right, you might not know the tasty spots around here. Just hang on a sec, okay? I'll ask a few people what the most popular places are. I saw on TV that if you ask about 10 people and check their answers, you can usually find a really nice spot. I grabbed Snow Crane just as she's about to dart forward. No, it's fine. I'll take you somewhere. Everybody, it's time for Cosmo Taste. Welcome to Cosmo Burger. Please place your order at the kiosk. Kiosk? Oh wow. Friend. It seems the staff are calling themselves kiosks these days. How curious. No, that's that's not what they refer to themselves as. No. Huh? That man said we should place our order at the kiosk. Usually we'd say you place your order with the staff, but I guess they call themselves kiosks here. No, that's not it. I lead Snow Crane up to the kiosk. Oh, bro. She's so precious, though, in all seriousness. This is a kiosk. It's a machine you can use to place orders on your own. Oh, so you order with this. How do you pay then? You pay at the same time you order. Oh my goodness, you can do that? Fascinating. I think I understand. It's kind of like a vending machine, huh? Yeah, you could say that. I mean, the concept is pretty much the same. It's just more, you know, technologically sophisticated. Like technologia. Now that I think of it, you can place an order without speaking to anyone at all. That must make it much easier for introverts. How lovely. Wow, this is so good. Snow Crane turns toward the young man enjoying his meal. That's the new burger, right? Yeah, want a bite? Everyone's really enjoying their food. Hamburger, It's my first time seeing one, but it looks quite tasty. Wait, huh? You haven't seen a burger before? What? You never had hamburger? My thoughts exactly, Commander. No, I haven't. Back when I was underground, our meals were pretty limited. Mostly Splendamin, I'm guessing. That the food they gave us was all bad, mind you. We just didn't really get things like this. Were you locked up or something? Oh, nothing like that. I suppose you could say I was there partly out of duty and partly because I chose to be. I happen to know quite a few agreements that are best left unspoken. Oh yeah, I remember you said your job was to oversee agreements. Yeah, I still can't wrap my head around what these agreements are. Conceptually speaking. I guess that means you handle other contracts too, not just the ones related to what we're doing now? Correct. There are other contracts as... Oh my god, not the interruption. Excuse me, are you going to order? If not, can I go for... Oh shit. We're chatting while in line, Jesus Christ. Oh. There goes the bit rate again. Oh man. Oh, I'm sorry. We've been chatting without even ordering. Please go ahead. Snow Crane and I step aside. I suppose this isn't a great place to talk. How about I tell you the rest later? Alright. Why don't we try that new burger? Those two over there seem to really be enjoying it, so I'm sure it must taste good. Sounds good to me. Since we're eating in, should I go get us a table? Actually, let's get it to go. To go? Yeah. I mean, it's a sandwich after all. You can eat it while you're off to your destination on foot. Yeah, there goes the internet connection again. Holding 2 combo meals, we step out into downtown. Why don't we eat here? I sit on a bench off to one side of the busy area. Here? Yeah, do you not like it? No, it's perfectly fine. I just didn't know this is how people ate out now. It's always fun to experience new things. Snow Crane sits beside me. I'm sure I'll enjoy eating out here. I take out 2 hamburgers from the bag and hand one to Snow Crane. Why the sigh? I just feel bad that you ended up paying because I didn't know how to. I should have watched more about this on TV. Damn, so because she's been holed up underground for so long, TV is her primary source of information. Well, now that you know how to do it, you can pay next time. That's true, huh? Then that's just what I'll do. Next time, I'm going to treat you to something healthy and delicious. I'm looking forward to it. Now let's dig in. Snow Crane takes a bite of the hamburger. Her eyes widen as she looks at me. This is delightful. Glad you like it. So this is what young people like to eat these days. I'm having so much fun. I'll get started on mine as well. Gotta see what all the fuss is about. Enjoy. As she eats, Snow Crane quietly watches the people passing by. A family smiling as they cross the street hand in hand. An elderly man resting by the roadside. Merchants squabbling with one another. She watches as everyone around goes about living their lives in peace. You really like this, don't you? You seem to enjoy people watching. Yes, being able to eat while watching all these people makes me happy. Wait a moment. Are we eating outside because you know I enjoy people watching? That and the weather is nice as well. My goodness. How very thoughtful of you. You're so kind and caring, friend. Such a good boy. Oh my god. Not the good boy. Snow Crane lifts her clean hand and pats my shoulder. How did you know, though? What gave it away? At the department store, in the hospital, and pretty much everywhere we've been, you always seem to be noticing others. Like when you found me sleeping in the park and helped me. Or when you helped that girl who lost her teddy bear. I figured the reason you're able to notice people is because you must enjoy watching them. Yeah, that's right. The arc has changed in so many ways, and yet some things haven't changed at all. I find all those differences so endlessly fascinating that I can't help but look around everywhere and watch. So all this time you were underground, as you put it, and you never came above ground. I did on occasion, but mostly for work. I've never really walked around the city like this, just for myself. Even before coming to the Ark, I was in a lab training for what was to become my line of work. So when it comes to what you might call normal life, this might actually be my first time experiencing it. Your first time? You don't have any memories from before you became a NIKKE? No. I was created to carry out the special duty of handling contracts and agreements. I would watch Tetra TV and read the letters sent each year by the people who had contracts with the Foundation. Within those letters, there was a world I had never experienced. A living, breathing ark. Huh. That might be why I had more of a personal attachment to this contract than most of the others. I see. Doesn't it make you feel a little sad? What do you mean? That a contract you care about is ending? Yeah, of course. I'm sad knowing that I won't be able to receive the letters anymore. But they held up their end of the contract through to the very end. That's enough for me to be happy. Being able to inform someone that they've fulfilled their contract isn't something that happens often. It's not? There was something Sarah mentioned earlier. It was about people in the Foundation and how a lot were dissatisfied with the support they received. So they tried to take the Foundation's money, and then I had to discipline them. You remember that? Yeah. Wait, I'm still trying to piece this together. Actually. At the beginning, there were over 100 children in the Foundation. Well, we're not talking about an orphanage, are we? This isn't like the Ark Child Protection Center that we encountered in one of the submissions and then progressed into the event story for Licorice Recoil. Collaboration. Now, only 3 of them remain who were faithful to their agreements. 3? That means no one else made it to the end of their contracts. They either passed away due to illness or unrelated accidents, or were disciplined by me. Wait, what? What kind of disciplining are we talking about here? Yeah, what do you mean by discipline? Exactly what it sounds like. I reprimand those who fail to uphold their contracts. At first, I try to reason with them, but if that doesn't work, I give them a warning. And if that fails, I resort to force. Shit. So she probably doesn't have an inhibitor. In this line of work, that sort of thing happens more than you'd think. Very few people see an agreement through to its end. That being said, with this contract, there are 3 people who either made it to the end or who still can. That's why I'm happy. I get to meet with those who showed me the arc long ago, and then look them in the eye, tell them they've done well, and bring this all to a beautiful close. I see. I'd like to thank you, friend, for helping me bring something so meaningful to a proper end. And for guiding me around this unfamiliar world I find myself in. You're really a good person. No, I'm really only helping you because I want to ask you something. Yeah. I think this is where we get to ask the question about what she said about us earlier. What's wrong? Where did you say the last letter needed to go? Let's see. Leo should be here. Snow Crane opens her notebook and shows me an address. And it's not far from here. Oh, wonderful. Let's go talk to him and bring this contract to its proper end. All right. Before we go, let's finish eating. Make sure to chew properly. Once we finish, we'll go find the last friend on my list and give his story a beautiful ending. However, things often conclude in ways we never expect for reasons we never see coming.
And dream above all reason. Every moment is vibrant with color. In grief, in love, every day has a scent of its own.
Okay.
I want to breathe in the
I don't know if it's because of me having a brain problem that I'm not able to wrap my head around this entire event story's plot, but yeah,
Isn't it wonderful? I water and harvest vows in a grove of my enchanted ideas.
I still can't quite get a grasp of the story. I still have a lot of questions.
Let them explore and ignite the
You said it was the 5th shelf, right? Yes. Then this should be it. Indeed, I believe this is correct. We lift our heads and look at the photo of an elderly man smiling brightly. Leo. Beside it, there's an urn labeled Leo. Ooh. So they went to a columbarium. Dang. An hour earlier. Hello. Does your name happen to be Leo? No, Leo's my father. Who are you? Oh, I see. Goodness me, what a wonderful son he has. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Snow Crane. I came to inform your father of the end of his contract with the Foundation. Are you Miss Snow Crane? You know who I am? Yes, my father had been waiting for you for a very long time. I see. Then I should go see him right away. Could you tell me where he is? My father passed away last week. Yeah. But we were in touch only a month ago. How could that happen? He'd gone quite some time without Evergreen, and his condition suddenly took a turn for the worse due to his advanced age. Oh, so it's not something that So Evergreen is something that you have to take continuously for you to reap its benefits. Dang. That's crazy. I wish you would have come a bit sooner. My father never stopped waiting for the day you'd come. All he ever talked about was when he'd finally get word from his sponsor. Oh. I'm sorry, I was too late. Snow Crane grips the bag with the letter tightly. Thank you for letting me know. I'm sorry for your loss. We should get going now. Snow Crane, wait. Yes? If it's not too much trouble, could you tell us where his grave is? So, this is how we finally meet. Snow Crane places a white flower in front of the urn. Thank you for asking about his son about this. When he told me what happened, my mind went completely blank. This isn't the first time something like this has happened, but I can never get used to it. That's understandable. You just found out you lost someone you've been in touch with for a long time. That's right. He and I had corresponded for a very long time. Every year on the same day, he made sure his letters arrived in the morning. He never missed a single one, not even this year. He was faithful and dedicated. That's just the kind of person he was. And yet, ultimately, he passed on before he could finish things up. I should have come sooner. Then Leo might have received the letter he had been waiting for all this time. Now I'll never be able to deliver it. You're not leaving the letter? I have to take it back. The recipient is no longer in a state to receive it. Shit. Dude, that sucks, man. Why don't you read it to him? Pardon? Let's read it here. Isn't that how the contract's supposed to end? That's true, but he may no longer be here. But that doesn't change the fact that he was faithful to his agreement this whole time. Good point. Actually. So read it for him and let him finish out his contract. But he won't be able to hear it. Still, at least we won't be leaving the agreement unfinished, right? Leaving the agreement unfinished. Snow Crane looks at the photo of Leo smiling brightly. You're right. It's important to have closure. Thank you for the advice, friend. Oh, we have ads running. In a bit. You've got this. Snow Crane steadies her breathing. And looks at the letter that was meant to be delivered to Leo. Okay. Let's pause here so we can let the ad break run its course. Once it's over, we're gonna continue. Oh my god, I think OBS crashed. Okay, we're back, but we're dropping frames like a motherfucker right now. All right, let's just get this over with so I can like salvage the recording and then upload it to YouTube for everyone else's convenience. I fucking hate our internet out here. All right, So yeah, before things went south, we decided to read the contents of the letter to Leo, who unfortunately passed away a week prior to us arriving at his place. And yeah, as agreed upon by me and Snow Crane, we're gonna be reading the contents of that letter to him. Leo, though we are conducting this meeting in a way I had not anticipated, you have faithfully performed your contractual obligations for the duration of the agreement. Therefore, as witness to this contract, I, Snow Crane, hereby officially declare that you, Leo, have fulfilled your contract with the Foundation to the fullest extent. I will now read this letter out loud on the signatory's behalf and bring this contract to its close. Snow Crane gingerly unfolds the letter. To my beloved child, Leo. After writing you once when you first joined the Foundation and again when you came of age and left the care facility, I am now writing you a third time. Have you been well? If you're reading this letter, it must mean you have kept your promise to the Foundation for all these years. I applaud such a remarkable display of devotion. Despite the severe hardships you've endured from losing your family and being cast into an unfamiliar environment, you've managed to live honestly without losing your light. That takes great courage and resolve, and I commend you for it. While I am sorry that I cannot tell you all of this in person, it also means that, like all of you, I too am keeping the promise I have made with someone. Please understand that. I hope you'll forgive me. I wish I could see for myself how all your faces have changed as you've grown up. I bet you've become a fine adult. In fact, I'm sure you have. Though the contract will end and the Foundation will no longer walk through life beside you, I truly believe you have already found new, dear family members. So, Leo, I do not know how much of life still lies before you, but you've proved your devotion in your life up until now. And for that, I hope that your life will continue to shine until the very end. Even from afar, I will always be cheering for you. Your eternal supporter in life. Snow Crane folds the letter and places it in front of the smiling photo of Leo. With this, I can report that all the Foundation's contracts have come to an end. Leo, thank you for all the letters you've sent over the years. Through them, I was able to see the Ark even from deep underground. Tears begin to fall from Snow Crane's eyes. Aww. I wish I could have met you and told you this in person. Thank you so much for your dedication. Snow Crane bows her head toward the resting Leo. Standing beside her, I bow my head as well, silently honoring the man who faithfully carried out his contract. Okay, now let me get this straight. And yeah, since the bitrate of the stream to Twitch is in shambles right now. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, feel free to leave it in the comments. Try to enlighten me more. Enlighten a confused fella here. Does this contract, or is this contract any similar to what Oswald had to sign for Frisia? Because the foundation that Snow Crane is talking about has something to do with, like, you know, a care center, as mentioned earlier. And yeah, it kind of gives me the vibe of an orphanage of some sort. That's what I'm gathering from all of this. So I don't know if my if the way that I'm deducing all of this is correct. So yeah, feel free to leave it in the comments. I would appreciate your input so we can, you know, all learn more about the lore of the Ark, the world building in this game, and whatnot. Alright, let's continue. The final letter, B. Would you like to rest on that bench for a bit? Sure. Snow Crane and I sit next to each other on a nearby bench. Now that it's late, there's no one else in the park except for us two. Thank you for today, friend. It's because of you that I was able to get closure with Leo. It was all you. You did great today. Oh, come now. I couldn't have done any of this without you guiding me along. Thank you for staying with me for so long. Snow Crane lowers her head in gratitude. It was an unforgettable experience. And I'm glad it was meaningful for you as well. Now then, since we've finished everything, it's time for me to grant your request, just as promised. Ah, right. Go ahead and ask for anything. I'll do whatever I can for you. There are a few questions I want to ask you. Will you answer them honestly? You want me to answer some questions? That's really all you want? Yeah, these questions are really important to me. I wonder what could be so important. Please. Well, judging by your demeanor, they don't seem to be just any questions. Very well. I'll answer whatever you ask me. Thanks. However, if it's something I'm contractually obligated to keep a secret, I won't be able to answer. I hope you understand. Of course. If that's the case, just tell me it's confidential and we'll leave it at that. Very well. And if it's not confidential, I promise I'll answer honestly. Thanks. Okay, here we go. Before we start... Oh, not... I was about ready to ask my first question. Could you lower your head for a moment? Huh? My head? Yes, just for a little while. Okay. I lower my head awkwardly. Snow Crane raises her hand. There it is again. There now. Starts to pat my head. Goodness, why are you so tense? It's okay, it's okay. I'm not tense. There's no need to be nervous or afraid. I'll answer any questions you have. And if you ask about some grave secrets of which I can't speak, I'll never threaten you or resent you for it. I swear. Maybe I really have been tense without realizing it. As I feel the warmth of her hand. There's a typo there. There should not have been a her before or after the word feel. The tension in my body begins to ease. There we go. Much better. Now let's take a deep breath, okay? Whew. Good. Relax and try to gather your thoughts. Otherwise, you might end up forgetting to ask all that you really want to know. You can take whatever time you need and ask all the questions you want. No leak on Scarlett's new form in the Discord. I'll check that out later. I want you to feel comfortable asking anything. As the tension fades, my mind starts to settle. Thank you. I'm feeling a lot better. He loves giving head pats. Really? I'm glad. Snow Crane lowers her hand. Now then, let's begin our fun little question and answer time. I'm not nervous anymore. You don't have to do all that. This isn't to relieve your nerves. It's to set the mood. Now, what's your first question? When we first met in the park, you said you were surprised that I'd grown up into a lovely young man. I did say that, yes. Does that mean you know about my past? I can see how that would be an important question to you. Yeah. I know nothing about my past, so when I heard you say that, I thought I'd finally met someone who knows something. Goodness, I apologize. You've been waiting all day to ask that, haven't you? Well, you're right. I do know something about your past, friend. Though, to be exact, I only know your name. How? It was part of the information I received related to a contract. Tell me more. There was a record relating to your birth. Oh. Was it about how I was created as part of a special project? Do you remember that? No, I barely have any memories left of back then. There was just one short memory that popped into my mind a while back. I see. You're correct. You were a child born as a part of a project. It's called Project AD, right? Project AD. Yes. How did you know that? In that case, can you tell me about Project AD? You want to know about Project AD? You don't have to tell me everything. I'd be happy even with just a hint at what kind of an experiment it was or what they were trying to research. Yeah, and it would make sense for the commander to ask this question to her because number one, yeah, the VAP house. Although we already know that we have it because of the project itself, we still need to know more. I mean, all we know about the VAP house right now is what was discussed in previous chapters. And then second, yeah, the fact that the commander doesn't have a clear memory of his past. And then third is his ability to his regenerative abilities are now like on rev, like they're on fire. And I believe it was discussed sometime during, like, at the beginning of chapter 44, if I'm not mistaken, when he talked to Rapi and Anis about it. It's the only way I can know what I was born for and what I even am. Yeah, the commander is asking the right questions here. Props to him. Friend, are you not able to answer? Just a moment. I'm gonna review the terms of my contracts to see if I'm allowed to answer this question. Snow Crane closes her eyes. Not long after, she opens them again. It is completely confidential. Shit. We just got blue balled. God damn. In other words, I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't share anything with you. Divulging such details about the project would be a clear violation of my contract. Only a select few within the Ark even know of the project, meaning it's as confidential as can be. I see. Instead, while it may not fully answer your question, I can at least explain why the project was created. Yeah, I mean, I'll take whatever I can at this point. Don't you think? Would that be alright? Yeah, I'll take any information I can get. Please tell me. Very well. This is a story about a very old contract. How many more? How many more? Dude, just 3 more. Okay, the plot thickens. Let's go. Let's do this. A long, long time ago, when the Raptures had only just begun to invade the surface, there were 2 big forces. The United Forces of Humanity, a government military that fought the Raptors, and VTC, I'm guessing? And a group known as VTC, a religious order that possesses advanced scientific technology. Yeah, to the unacquainted, VTC stands for Vatican Technological Research Center or something. Those 2 forces joined hands to fight the Raptors, but around the time they finally accepted defeat and decided to retreat to the Ark, the United Forces of Humanity made a major decision. in order to secure the technology they lacked so that they could better govern the Ark, they chose to merge with VTC and take on a new name, the Central Government. So that's when they started calling it that. Yeah, and this was already discussed as early as Ark Guardian, like without even going through the what's it called, the Lost Relics, because those are lore pieces as well on their own. Yeah, this was already discussed in Ark Guardian, and I think a little bit of it in chapter 43, like towards the end. So that's when they started calling it that. That's right. Many people believe the merger was the end result of a power struggle between the two. But I think they simply decided that neither side could defeat the Raptors on their own. When that agreement was reached, the two sides each presented their conditions for the merger. What were the conditions? VTC wanted to continue the research they had conducted on the surface, so they entered into an agreement with Missiles Industry, forming the Independent Research Institute known as MMR. Meanwhile, the United Forces of Humanity wanted to develop technology that would help humankind, so they requested that VTC share its miraculous scientific advances. Technology that would help humankind. Yes, there were many more conditions besides those, but those are the two biggest ones I'm able to mention at the moment. Also, when representatives from each party gathered, the following statement was added to the agreement. This agreement has been made under the supervision of Veiled Order, a squad that exists to serve as witness to the contracts. Should either of the two parties violate any of the aforementioned terms, they may be suppressed by force. Wait. So you're telling me that Veiled Order has greater power over either VTC or the United Forces of Humanity? Huh. I mean, at least in this regard, like when it comes to contracts and agreements. Were you there when this agreement was made? Yes. I was there both to witness the agreement and to observe that the contract is upheld. That was one of the many reasons I remained underground until now. Man. And that was for how long? Like how many decades? In regards to one of those technologies that would help humankind, you may have heard me refer to someone as you-know-who earlier. They offered themselves up as a test subject in exchange for getting MMR to begin a particular research project. Project AD. The very same one you're interested in. Who is this person? Could it be Anderson? Someone who dreamed of making the world a better place. They wanted the Ark to serve as the starting point for that, so they embarked on many different endeavors. Project AD was one of those. Also, I just thought of one more thing connected to Project AD. You've heard it mentioned many times today. The Foundation. Oh, the miracle drug that extends human lifespan. Evergreen. Yep. This person was able to get it mass produced as a direct result of their involvement in this project. So Evergreen is related to Project AD. They were a really great person. Wait, why do you say were? Are they no longer alive? Not only did they kickstart Project AD, but even the contract that you helped me wrap up today was one of the many good things they did for the Ark. By which you mean they established the foundation you've been talking about. Yes. In order to care for children who had lost their parents before entering the... Wait. Is she talking about Oswald? This person used their own wealth and built this foundation. However, they wanted to prevent the children from taking things for granted and becoming wasteful. And they were concerned the money could fall into the wrong hands, which would prevent the children from getting the support they needed. To this end, the foundation made a contract with me and had the children send me letters every year recording the changes in the Ark, enabling you to step in if you saw that funds were being misused. Precisely. This person you're talking about sounds like a really good person. They were. They devoted everything they had to making the world better, to making it good. Others may think differently, but that's what I believe. So, to describe Project AD, I would say it was one of several foundation stones this person laid to build a good world. I hope you can think of it in the same way for now. Part of the foundations of a good world, huh? Someday, I'm sure you'll learn the whole truth about this project. Right. Someday. Yes. I'm sure of it. Can I ask you one last thing? You can ask me more than one last thing. Can you tell me who this person is that we've been talking about? Of course I can. Bro, please tell me it's Oswald. Oh no. So it's Anderson? To put it in terms of your job, they are the boss, high up on the ladder. To put it in terms of the Ark in which we live, they are the Commander-in-Chief.
In dream, above all reason, every moment is vibrant with color. In grief, in love, every day has a scent of its own.
I am speechless. I don't know what to say, chat. The Commander-in-Chief. Yes. So the Commander-in-Chief really does exist. Oh, okay. Okay. Honestly, I thought it might actually just be a title with no person behind it. It's quite natural that you would think that way. They are currently unable to meet with anyone. So that's why those letters said they couldn't come. Yes. That's also why they wrote so many letters in advance, and why I was the one to deliver them. I presume any other details about them are confidential? Correct. For the time being, what I can tell you is, at this very moment while you and I are speaking, the Commander-in-Chief is continuing to sacrifice for the Ark. You're sacrificing for the Ark, huh? That's everything I'm able to tell you. Was that helpful at all? Yeah, it helped a lot. Yeah, even me. Is there anything else you'd like to ask? Not now. I think I'm good. I'm glad to hear that. They weren't easy questions, so I appreciate you answering them as best you could. Well then. Do you mind if I ask one thing as well, friend? You have a question for me? Yes, there's something I'm curious about as well. I'd like to answer it honestly. What is it? Oh, so she's asking the same question that she's asked all these other people she oversaw the contracts of. Do you think the Ark is becoming a better place? That wasn't what I was expecting you to ask. Oh, really? After spending the whole day walking around the Ark and hearing Sarah and Oliver's answers with all their stories of the past, I found myself wanting to know what you think. It's not quite there yet, but I do think it's becoming a better place. Honestly, I don't think it's moving in the right direction. Okay. Now, I know my answer isn't going to affect how the story is gonna end, that's for sure. It's pretty much like, you know, what happened back in Dirty Backyard, where you have to choose who to side with, whether it's Moran or Sugar. But honestly, the way things are right now in the Ark, it's not moving in the right direction. That much I'm gonna say. There are so many messed up things. I'm gonna have to take Sarah's side here, if I'm being honest. And that is simply because of a lot of the fucked up things that has happened since the establishment of the Ark, the migration of the people from the surface all the way to it, and even to the present day. There's so many messed up things that, you know, the Ark has witnessed and kept under wraps. Not just, you know, among its citizens, but even with those up top. So I'm gonna have to go with option number 2 here. Why do you think that? There are certainly many good people in the Ark, yes. But as Sarah said, it's full of discrimination, hatred, and selfishness. Not only that, there's really a lot of fucked up things that are going on in the Ark. And those things extend all the way to even the Outer Rim. I mean, are we just going to... Are we just gonna forget the things that EH told us during Enter Heaven? I wouldn't. I've seen far too many people die because of it. No matter how hard good people try, they can't save anyone. Oh. You know what? I appreciate, you know, as sad as that outcome was for Leo. I appreciate how the writers tried to balance it out by, you know, not making Leo part of the options, because I don't know how to put into words anymore. But yeah, I'm just gonna say that I appreciate the writers using Sarah's and Oliver's insights as something to use as choices for the commander on who to agree with in this situation, like to answer that question. AD's Arc defense. Could be. No matter how hard good people try, they can't save everyone. Man, this hits close to home. Especially for Johan. Because, you know, despite his tough facade, deep down, he's actually a leader who really cares so much about his team, his squad. And I'm pretty sure he was devastated by the passing of Haran, Isabel, and what happened to Noah. Which, by the way, I hope Noah is still alive. I know we know that her brain is in a brain shelter right now, waiting for a working body to take residence in. That's why I think the people of the Ark need to recognize the state it's in and make an effort to move in a different direction. I see. I appreciate your answer. What about you? Me? Well, before I came to the Ark, I saw many people on the surface who lost their families due to war. Or friends. Most people were sad. But today, I got to see the Ark not through letters or television, but with my own two eyes, and I got to see a lot of different people. People still suffer and grieve because of illness, accidents, and the loss of life, but there was also a child who cried over a lost teddy bear, then smiled again when it was found. And families who gathered together to shop and eat together, and everyone was just living their lives. I think the fact that people can now live ordinary lives is an indication that the world has already been moving in the right direction. And the reason people were able to reclaim a semblance of normality, no crane looks at me, is thanks to the sacrifices of good NIKKEs and good people like you, friend. Aww. Man. So I think everything will be alright, no matter what kind of place the Ark may be now. Good people will continue striving to create and maintain a good world. And the world will keep moving in a better direction. I also believe you will stand at the center of it all, because you're a really good person. I'm really not. You can see now that I only helped you because there were things I wanted to ask. I mean, true. I can agree with the commander on this one because, yeah, from personal experience alone, I can guarantee you, chat, that most of the things in life these days, they are achieved, they can only be achieved by showing conditional kindness. If your kindness is unconditional, it's either you get abused, you get taken advantage of, or a lot of the things you aspire to achieve do not go your way. You always have to adapt. You have to roll with the punches whenever life gets tries to get cute with you. And yeah, people are gonna use you for their own personal gain. I'm not gonna go into too much detail. Let's just leave it at that. All I'm saying is, although I still know a lot of people who help out of pure kindness, the kindness that we usually see in society these days is basically conditional. Most of the time, people are only going to be nice and kind to you because they want something in return. And I know that sucks, but that's the reality of our society right now. You can see now that I only helped you because there were things I wanted to ask. Oh, it's that what was bothering you earlier? There. There's the pad again. Tell me, when you first took me to the train station, or when you comforted the child who lost their teddy bear, was that all because you wanted to ask about your past? Well, she got us there. She has a point. Got my hands up right now. Also, who says a good person can't have their own motives? Having your own desires and hopes doesn't make you a bad person. What matters is what you choose to do with those feelings, how you act. I told you before, nothing in this world is only natural. In the end, it all comes down to the choices we make. Yeah, she does have a point there. I mean, it doesn't erase the reality that people are gonna be, that there will be people who will use you. Because of the kindness that you show them. But it was their choice to treat you like that. And what you do about it is your own choice. So I think you are a good person, friend. And I'm certain that the future you're working to create will become the good world that I dream of. Talk about pressure. Oh, I didn't mean to make you feel stressed. Not every choice I make will necessarily be for the sake of a better world. I'm only trying to protect what matters to me. Then how about the... Okay. In the commander's defense, let me say something here. There's this one Confucian saying that goes, wait. I may be wrong about this. It may not be a Confucian proverb or whatever, but yeah, there's a proverb that has stuck with me for years. I just don't know who said it first, but it has something to do with true self, about how true selflessness is the wait, I got my thoughts jumbled right now. Let me sort them out. Selflessness is selfishness in its truest form. Something like that. You're being selfless because you have your own motives. And those motives are your own. Like, it doesn't apply to anyone else. It doesn't benefit anyone else. Just you. I'll watch over you. Are you proposing we enter into a contract? No. We don't need to enter into any contracts or make any promises. I just want to observe. To see the world you create. That'll give me my answer, I think, about the direction the world you build will take, and whether it will be the good world that I dream of. Does that mean you won't be staying underground anymore? You won't be able to observe from down there. I suppose that's true. Alright then. Watch over me. But only after you've experienced the arc for yourself, not through letters or a TV screen. Fair. Fair. Because you see, we saw how out of touch she was. Having communicated with these with these these signatories through letters, and picked up information about us in our feeds on TV. Yeah, it's time for her to stay up on the surface and experience the arc for herself. So yeah, I think it's a fair deal that the commander is trying to strike with her right now. Once you've done that, let's talk again. We can discuss whether the world is becoming a better place. Are you worried that I've been underground for too long? Partly. See? You really are a good person, friend. You've grown up to be such a nice boy. Come on. Snow Crane strokes my oh my god. Not the stroke on the cheek. I think I'm starting to get used to being treated like a child. Alright, that's settled. I won't stay underground anymore. I'll live here in the Ark and watch it with my own eyes. Snow Crane smiles brightly. Let's talk again someday, alright? Man. Okay. Time for the epilogue. Dear benefactor, it has been some time since I last wrote to you. After fulfilling the final contract, I now write to deliver my closing report. In order to inform the Foundation's children that their contracts were ending, I came up to the Ark in person for the first time in a very long while. Since the day I reprimanded VTC, to be precise, I met Sarah, who now owns a cafe. I also met with Oliver, who's had a wonderful life with the fine family he's built. And though I regrettably could not meet him in person, I also found Leo, who lived a truly devoted life, and notified him of his contract's conclusion. All three faithfully fulfilled their contracts over a long span of time, and as adults, each succeeded in building a new family of their own. It is just as you wished. I also witnessed how much the Ark has changed. Though illness, misfortune, and death still cause people to suffer, things appear to be like in the times before the war, just as you dreamed. With people free to live normal lives once more, laughing and crying over beautifully trivial things. Some people view these changes and claim peace has made society complacent and that we are heading in the wrong direction. They do not believe the world has become a better place. Others see the same world and point out how people now help each other, indicating the world is becoming good. As you once said, the fact that opinions are split down the middle may itself be proof that the Ark has undergone a meaningful change. Oh, and Oliver asked me to be sure to tell you something. He is grateful to have been allowed to live his life as a human being. He, Sarah, and Leo all miss you dearly. I wanted to be certain I conveyed that to you. Also, through all of these moments, I was together with the child you had hoped would be born out of VTC's efforts. Dang. I watched him comfort a child who had lost her teddy bear, accompany someone who'd lost their way to the place they needed to go, help someone find closure who had been hesitant and wavering, and in general offer his time and heart willingly for the sake of others. He has grown into such a kind person. And that is not all. He has also achieved what no one else ever has. He achieved the astounding feat of reclaiming a part of the surface. While he did say he feels a great deal of pressure, I believe he's growing into exactly the kind of person you once hoped for. Someone who will one day lead humanity toward a better world. Hold on. Okay. I'm starting to theory craft here, but I think the commander-in-chief that Snow Crane is talking about here is symbolic of the Supreme Being. I think she's talking about the Christian God. This might be a stretch, and I'm willing to be proven wrong, because I would love to learn more about the lore. But right now, the way everything sounds to me, it's like the commander-in-chief that they're talking about here is God. And so, now that all contracts with the Foundation have come to an end, I wish to watch what choices he will make from here onward, and what direction the world will take because of those choices. For the very first time, I'm choosing to do this not as part of a contract or a promise, but of my own will. Snow Crane lifts her gaze from the letter she had been reading and looks ahead. I hope you will watch together with me as he creates the future that you long hoped for. Now, having that said, what would Snow Crane be symbolic of? What does she represent, or who does she represent? Is another question that we need to get the answer for here. Snow Crane bows her head deeply. With this, I conclude my report and formally bring the Foundation's contracts to a close. Thank you for everything. The room is filled with a red glow. Snow Crane turns around, putting the giant coffin behind her. And walks forward without looking back. Coffin?
Dream above all reason. Every moment is vibrant.
Oh my god.
In grief, in love, every day has a center
Good luck sleeping tonight. Yeah, I still have a lot of questions, to be honest. But, man, what a filler event. So good. And yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you so much to everyone who vibed with us since the beginning of the stream and stuck around through the interruptions. And if you guys are watching this on YouTube and have gotten to this part, well, thank you so much. This has been quite the story. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this from a filler event story, but here we are, and that was great. That was great. I wish I pulled for Snow Crane though, but yeah, we'll get her next time. We'll get her next time. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video on YouTube, leave it a like, and I'll see you guys on the next one. To catch my streams on Twitch, just go to twitch.tv/HEAVENSPIIIKE. This has been Ash, aka Heaven Spike, and you guys have been chilling out here at the Man Cave.
Isn't it wonderful?